Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Josh Mansfield, a teacher with the Demon, and with me is Ben Olson, one of the founders of LSATdemon.com and the weekly podcast Thinking LSAT. Ben, today our email comes from Jaded About June. Subject is June 2025, hardest LSAT ever.
It's possible. Let's take a look. Hi, Ben and Nathan. I've been loving your LSAT podcast, and the Demon has been a game changer for me. Thanks for all you do. That being said, I heard from a friend that the June 2025 LSAT was allegedly one of the hardest LSATs ever administered due to an increase of people scoring well on the LSAT. Okay, those are two different claims there. One, was it the hardest LSAT ever administered? And two, was this because more people are scoring well on the LSAT? Anyways, Jaded About June continues. I was a little skeptical because I thought the LSAT remained relatively similar in difficulty from test to test, with the only thing differing slightly is how the test is curved or scored. Please let me know what you think. Is the LSAT getting harder as more people are scoring higher, or is this a complete myth?
Well, Jaded About June, no offense to your friend, but I don't think that they have the expertise necessary to make this claim. Every test administration, people come on Reddit and talk about how that passage, that section, that test was the hardest that has ever been on the LSAT. It is primarily it's by groups of people who have never taken an official administration before, who are influencing it. Reddit is not the best sample size, right? And oftentimes I think that people who are upset with the difficulty of a test are probably more likely to post their frustrations as opposed to those who aren't, going to go on Reddit and say, I thought this was so easy. And so I think that that's a little bit skewed. I have no way of saying confidently that the test isn't getting harder, but I just don't use Reddit as my source to say that it is.
Yeah, I mean, you could even argue in the other direction, right? Scores have gone up. Why have they gone up? Is that because people have innately gotten better at the test, or because the test itself has actually gotten easier? And there's a lot of reason to believe that the test has gotten easier, at least for a large number of people. Not everyone, of course, but when you get rid of the games and you take a test that used to be a 5-section test and turn it into a 4-section test without games, where only 3 of those sections are graded and 1 is an experimental section that they use to determine the validity of future questions, and you have the opportunity to take the test at home in the comfort of your living room. There's good reason to believe that people are doing better because things about the test have gotten easier, not because the test has gotten harder.
And, could you hypothetically say that in response to all of those factors, they're trying to make questions more difficult?
They could. They certainly could be.
They could.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to definitively tell you, oh, those questions were the exact same. I don't know. I didn't take June. I couldn't tell you that. But I would not trust, I wouldn't trust Reddit. And 2, I would not change my prep in any way. You have official questions, keep doing the questions, keep solving them, do one at a time. Like, this belief isn't going to affect how you should get ready for the LSAT.
No. And talk to all the people who did really well on the June test. Was that score lower than they were expecting? Then maybe it's harder. But I guarantee you there was a lot of people who probably did the same or even better than what they expected based on their practice test scores, in which case they don't think the test has gotten harder. They think it might have been easier.
Yeah. So common sentiment that we hear after every test administration. That's for sure.
You hear both groups talking very loudly. The test was harder. The test was easier. So it was probably the same.
Yeah. Thanks for writing in, Jaded. Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.